Hello again, and before we get started on creating your fab Instagram account, I just quickly wanted to show you around the members area, just so that you don't get lost later on. Now, you'll probably be able to figure this out, but if not, I just want to show you so you know. So you probably came in here, which was the welcome video of me in my blue party dress. You can click on here to join the Facebook group. You see, if I click that, I'm going to go to the Facebook group, and please let me know if you have a different name, if you just got married or something and your name's a bit different than the one you're requesting with, because I'm super protective of a Facebook group, because I give a lot of attention in there to you guys and answering your questions, any questions you might have, and I'm really protective to keep it, make sure it's just purely Instagram Makeover students. So I need to check your name against the name that you registered for the course for. So let me know if it's a different name. Back to the member portal. When you've finished your lesson, when you've finished watching the video, you can click this bit here, which says mark as complete. It will say, it just says, yeah, you did it, because I've already clicked it. But if you haven't clicked it and you're here for the first time, it'll say mark as complete. And then if you press on that, it'll say, yeah, you did it. And then you'll know which lessons you've done and which lessons you haven't done. If you want to leave me a comment, which lots of people do, just scroll down a little way and you'll see the comment box here. You can leave me a comment. I answer all the comments. I reply back, so leave me a comment there and then I will answer you as soon as I can. Also, if you scroll down past the other comments that are there, you go right down, you will see here, this is how you get to your next lessons, as I told you before. Now remember, you only have access to each week, because I like to break it up and give it to you each bit that you need so that you can really nail that part of the puzzle before you move on to the next one, because I'm teaching you something really complex here in an easy way. It's going to be easy for you to do it, but it's actually, you're going to learn to be your own designer and your own brander. So I want you to get each week done first, just really get the hang of that, because each thing is going to build on top of each week, so you'll only have access to week one at the beginning. Having said that, at the beginning, let me show you here. If I go right to the top and I click on Instagram Makeover, this is another way you can get an overview of the course here. Now, Brand Salt Essence is the first week. So you see, if I click on Brand Salt Essence here, you have access to Set Up for Success. And also, if you click next, you can see the other lessons that you have. You have 5 lessons in Set Up for Success, but you've also got access to Brand Salt Essence. There's 4 lessons there, and I click on next, and there's another 2. So you can see you've got access to 11 lessons right at the beginning. In the first week, you've got 5 in Set Up for Success, and you've got 6 in Brand Salt Essence. So that's what you can get stuck into in the first week. And if I click back on Instagram Makeover, then you can see these are all the weeks. You've got Vividly Me, Photography Masterclass, and each week is building an important step, and I'm teaching in a particular order, so you really need to just get that one all sorted before you move on. Now, you have lifetime access to this course, so don't worry if life gets in the way or something happens and you leave the makeover for a few weeks. It's okay, you can just come back and you can do it in your own pace. That's why I made it lifetime access, because I want you to be able to do this at your own pace and not feel under any pressure, so you can just get it done when it's right for you. You will receive an email from me exactly a week from the day you join. So if you joined on a Tuesday, a week later on that Tuesday, you'll get an email from me telling me that Vividly Me has become available. Then the next Tuesday, you'll get an email about Photography Masterclass. So just try and remember which day it was you joined, and then you'll know that that's the day to expect an email that's telling you that the next part of the course has become available. Now, speaking of emails, when you joined, immediately you will definitely have received an email from me telling you about Q&A and giving you a link so that you can get back into the course. Now, I know sometimes it gets lost in promotions or junk or in trash, so please go and try and hunt out that email, because it's definitely there somewhere. And if you don't find that email and get me on your list, so to make sure that I can get emails through to you, you won't be receiving emails about the Q&A calls. And I'm often updating the course, so I will be sending out emails about updates that you'll miss out on as well. So just make sure that you go in right now after this video and make sure that you can find that first email that I've sent you and that you've put me, so that you've told your email that it's okay to get emails from me, so that you're going to get my emails. I wouldn't want you to miss out on any of the goodies that I'll be sending you. So when you find that email, put it safe somewhere, put it in a folder, Instagram Makeover folder, and then you'll always have that link so that you can get back here, get back to your lessons. Also, just to let you know, things that you have available now straight away, so you've got to wait for some of the weeks, but things that you do have available already are these two. You have Q&A Coaching Archive available and resources. Now the Q&A Coaching Archive has things added all the time. There's heaps and heaps in there. And every week we spend an hour talking about all sorts of things Instagram. There's so many questions we talk about. It's an incredible resource for you, the Q&A archive. And you'll be able to tune in live every week if you want. If not, you can watch back the recordings. There's a wealth of knowledge in there, and I'm adding them every week. When you look back at the Q&A archive, you'll see that sometimes I'm working on somebody's feed and helping you tweak it a little bit. So I just don't want you to be put off if you see in Q&A in the archive that there's people working on things that you don't know about yet. Okay, there'll be people talking about their colours maybe, or talking about their photography or their feeds, and I'm helping them with them. I just want you to try and think about it rather than being overwhelmed and thinking, I don't know any of this. Just remember that whoever you're looking at in Q&A, they were at exactly the same point as you are now a few weeks ago. And it is amazing in just a few short weeks how far they've come, and now they have these amazing feeds. And just think that is going to be you in a few weeks' time. So use it as inspiration rather than getting overwhelmed and thinking, I don't know what they're doing, because you will know exactly what to do by the time you get there as well. The other great thing about Q&A, let's just click on one there. Here you can see we were working on a feed here, on Anne's feed. And the other great thing about Q&A is you'll get so many ideas for things that you might be able to do in your feed, or ways to do your quotes when you get to that point. There's just so much inspiration in there, just looking at what everyone else is doing in the makeover with their feeds. It's really cool. If you're finding a particular section challenging, you may go into the Q&A archive and you might find somebody's had the same problem as you, or, and then you'll find that it might help spark ideas of how you can get over that. You'll also probably find that Q&As from way back, we used to do more feed design tweaks before. Now we do still do a few feed design tweaks, but we talk a lot more about like Instagram strategies and the latest things that are going on Instagram and other things as well. So if you want to see about design things as you go through the course, go back to the middle of the Q&A. So scroll right back and go to some old ones, because we were doing loads and loads and loads of design stuff then. So that might be something good to know. Now back to here again, and the other thing I said is the resources. Now I'm adding to this all the time. There are some resources in here. If you're an author, we have links to ideas of how to take photos with your books. There's the microphone and the ring light that I use, because some people want to know that. Facebook group access, everything. There's other things in there as well. So, and I'm going to be adding to this all the time. So this, if you get stuck, come to the resources area and you might find what you're looking for there. And if you have an idea of something I can add to the resources that would be useful, just let me know. Okay, right, I don't want to take up too much time on this. We want to get to the exciting stuff, don't we, of growing your brand on Instagram. Just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of the members area so that you know what to do and how to get where you need to go. And I will see you in the next lesson.